Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. Got a Daniel Larson update. Because it's April, that was when his court date, or his next review, was going to come up. So we got some updates here. I checked a few days ago and this was updated here. I'm going to read it from January 2025. This is on the second Gale article, by the way. So on the 10th of January 2025, Lil Sippy attempted to interfere with the case against Daniel by filing a motion to unseal grand jury records regarding his case. It was denied. As to be expected. Why would he want to interfere with it? Just leave it the hell alone. And we jump from January to April now. So April the 10th, 2025, Daniel was assigned a new attorney, Jeffrey Filer, who officially filed a notice of attorney appearance to represent Daniel in all future legal proceedings. The following day, Daniel, through his former attorney, Jared Westbrook, filed a request to have the CERN dockets to restrict from public access. In other words, they found out the Weens wanted to get involved. On the 14th of April, a few days ago, Clark shared on r/Daniel Larson via his account u/salt memory 1365 that our future president is likely been declared competent to stand trial, inferring such from continuing legal proceedings and the introduction of Jeffrey into the Larson verse. As he is an attorney whom has experience with dealing with the mentally ill and online infamous clientele, it must be noted that the documents which would have provided concrete evidence of these happenings are sealed and not accessible to the public, so it cannot be stated for certain. So yeah, that's the thing, because I think they must have changed it, because it says something a little bit different last time. But according to Clark, Daniel has been declared competent to stand trial. When the trial date is, I'm not quite sure. So we'll have to find out. Yeah, that link that doesn't work. Court listener, is it on here? Let's see, 25th. No, okay, let's go down to the bottom. Order of motion to leave for leave to restrict. I've got absolutely no idea what that means. So, okay, that was interesting. Not really. Well, to be fair, not really that interesting. Because it didn't really say as much, other than he's got a new solicitor now. So yeah. So we're gonna read the newest Gale communication from Daniel Larson. I didn't read this before. January 22nd letter on the 22nd of January 2025. Daniel wrote Lil Sippy a letter in the mail, which he received a few days later. The contents of the letter were revealed on February 24th, 2025. This is the first communication he has had with the outside world from Springfield. He asked Sippy to buy him some books and offers to pay him back. Sippy did send the books, and weeks later sent him pictures of Grace. So like Daniel can like pin to his wall and like look at as he's like sleeping. Fucking perv. And this is a letter. This is Daniel, just to let you know that the gal has blocked all calls with my lawyer and family. I can send letters. Can you please keep sending me the updates. I'm now on medication. Can you please keep sending me pics, dirty bastard? Would you also be able to buy 3 books for me to read? They are by Lockdown Productions. Cash. Come for me, what the fuck? 1 and 2 by LPD Erotica, and Raised as a Goon by One Ghost. God, he's still like deranged, isn't he? Because he's not normal. It's like, for some reason they can't help him. He's too far gone. Thank you. I will pay you back. I bet you never did. And the book's chapters, so it's okay. So that was a Gale communication. Yeah, you can still hear, like, you can still read that he's a little bit insane. Well, mostly insane. But unfortunately, like, we can't really hear that he's insane because he's not allowed to call anyone from his new facility. So we don't know when the actual next review or next court date is going to be, but I will keep an eye on this. I'm going to check it once a week, see if there's any like updates and that, and I'll keep you posted. So the last thing we're going to do, we're going to read this article. It is about, because the Daniel Larson wiki went down, it was transferred to a new URL, so we're going to read about it now. On the 30th of January of this year, the Daniel Larson wiki, domain main daniellarson.wiki, hosted by the previous admin, suddenly turned up under the 404 not found error when accessed by Larsonarians and passive observers alike. Initially, it was believed to be a result of the wiki's bandwidth limit having been exceeded. I wonder why. Maybe because people wanted jail details of him, didn't they? The exact same thing happened when Chris Chan went to jail and when he was released. It got so much traffic on the Quickie website, it went down for a few days. As it happened in the past. However, it soon became clear that is not the case, and the wiki has been entirely deleted. Damn. Obviously they definitely had a backup because all the stuff's still on this new one. While the exact reason for the wiki's deletion remains unclear, it is widely believed that it happened as a direct response to legal threats from Lucas Gunnatilike, don't know who that is, a past enabler of Daniel Larson. In 2023, Lucas began interacting with Daniel, engaging in actions such as buying him a motel room and food, pretending to be Grace Vanderbilt to gain his trust, among many other things. This plummeted his popularity under the wider Larson verse, leading him to be doxxed. This is why you should never help locals. Shortly after, an article about him was added to the wiki by editor Camper. I'm actually going to bring up the his article right here. To be fair, I'm pretty sure I read about it before, but I'm just going to make sure I did. Lucas eventually realised that the wiki was documenting his actions, and in August 2024, he allegedly sent a cease and desist letter to the old wiki admin, while also directing racist and transphobic slurs at Camper. However, since he did not file any paperwork or present proof as such, the wiki staff called him on his bluff, and Lucas retreated for the rest of 2024. Despite this, Lucas did not stop. Lucas began to up his efforts to wipe documentation of himself from the internet in January 2025. He filed a motion to intervene in the Welding versus Many. The lawsuit Lil Sippy filed against Clark, a file lawsuit against Camper, and reportedly also sent concrete legal threats to the old wiki admin. Just let it fucking go. Jesus Christ. Just let it go. Step away from the internet. An argument broke out on his account's talk page between him and several editors. Shortly after, he joined the wiki's Discord to prove his side, or provide his side. He argued with the wiki editors in several channels, denying his actions despite extensive documentation and denying Daniel Larson's well-recorded pedophilic habits. This all came to a head on January 30th, 2025, as Lucas shared a PDFs of his legal documents with wiki editors. While most editors regard this as a bluff, pointing out misspelled terms and the absence of Camper's actual legal name on the documents, the former wiki admin was believed to have taken the threat seriously. Later that day, in the early hours of the morning, the wiki was deleted. So it sounds like the admin deleted the wiki, the former admin. It sounds like. Confusion spread throughout the Larson verse, and various non-wiki editor members tried to figure out what happened. However, on the wiki Discord, editors began discussing the situation to the problem. Discord member, I'm not even going to pronounce that, promptly began hosting the wiki on a new website, which was wiki.lolcal.city Daniel Larson, where you are now. Yeah, it is where we are now. This new wiki was launched with an archive from January 2025. While the user accounts were not transferred, everything else has been restored. And this was last edited on the 7th of March, so like a couple of months ago. Did I actually talk about him? I think I have. No, I didn't talk about him. Okay. What about this one? Destruction of the old wiki. That was a DM transfer. Okay, so I'll put this in the the thing. If I have talked about it, then obviously I'm not going to do it. But if I haven't, I'll do it. So yeah, that was the latest of Daniel Larson news. I know it's not much, nothing major, but I just wanted to keep updated on it. I just wanted to like read what I haven't read before on this matter. So I hope you had a good start to the weekend. Mine's pretty good. Didn't mind it at all. So tomorrow is going to be Easter Sunday. I'm going to talk about it in my weekly recap. However, tomorrow's going to be a busy day because I'm going to need to get ready for Monday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.